Hi guys, I'm Saba and in this video I'm going to show you how actually I am bad at chess. Also, if you're seeing a card in the background, don't worry. There is also a gun, but it's a toy gun, so I guess it's okay. And in today's video I'm going to show you the CIS, which is the Italian Team Championship of chess. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of a background. If you want to skip directly to the game, there are timestamps in the video. This video is going to be a bit longer because I haven't really analyzed the game. I played this tournament a month ago, but I haven't really analyzed any of the games, so I'm pretty much going to analyze this game now. I play in the Empoli Chess Club, and they decided to participate at this tournament with two teams. Both of the teams were participating on the C series, and Empoli decided to make a really strong team because they wanted the promotion to the B series, and the other team, which and I mean obviously I was in the weak team, and so this is just to say that the first team was strong. We weren't bad at all, honestly, but every team we faced was a lot stronger than us. I think the weakest player I played against was like 150 points I gave me. So you're going to see we had a lot of problems actually. Let's jump into the game. So I'm playing against Lazargad. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is a kind of a strong player, 1700 on classical. By the way, the time is 1 hour and a half plus 30 seconds of increment. And I know that I'm 2100 on chess.com, but there are a lot of difference between online chess and live chess. Also, I usually play rapid, and in fact my rapid feeder rating is higher. I'm around 1700, which is not bad. But I really never play classical, and I'm kind of bad at classical because I still don't have the right mentality, let's say the guts to play classical, but also the endurance, because 1 hour and a half is a lot. There is a quite big of a chance that you're going to play for 3 hours, and if you think straight for 3 hours, like you basically finish the game that you don't even remember your name. So I really need to work on classical, and I'm going to do in the future. I think I learned a lot during this tournament, and so let's see how the first game went. So in this game I was playing with black, so we're going to see the game from the black side. And I also have to say that I didn't prepare for the match, for all the matches, because actually I never prepared for a tournament, but sometimes in this tournament we found out who we were playing against, like actually when the game started, so there weren't really pairings, so we couldn't prepare. My opponent played e4, and I'm a simple guy. I always play e4 with white, and I play the French with black. If they play e4, I don't think I have ever really changed opening. I know some theory about the French, but it's not like I'm the French expert. And you're going to see that usually I'm not. So I play the French. what a surprise. Maybe in the future I will have the Karakan actually. He plays knight f3, which is a move obviously. So I play d4 and he takes. I take with the pawn. You shouldn't take with the queen because then you get attacked with the knight on c6 in c3 for example, and you lose the time. So I took the pawn with the pawn. He plays this move, which is a move that I don't think I ever faced. Maybe one or two times online, and this is one of the biggest differences that are between online and live chess, because on live chess they usually play things that you have never really seen, which is quite annoying. But I actually played the best move. I just decided to play logical. I play knight on f6 because I want to castle as soon as possible. I want to play bishop on e7 on d6 and then castle. So he plays bishop on b2, which is the logical move. It's just what he wanted to play. And here I play bishop e7 because if you play bishop d6, I was actually scared of queen on e2 check, I think, but then you can actually play that. Why did I play the bishop on e7 actually? What was the point? Like, you play bishop on d6 and what? I switch on the computer. Black is better. Like, yeah. d6 was the best move. Yeah, I have a problem with classical chess. I mean, if you see my rapid games, I actually think I'm playing better at rapid than at classical. I mean, if you analyze my rapid games, they're probably more precise than classical games, which is stupid. That makes no sense. Because I don't know, I'm scared a lot of theory, which I really shouldn't. And with rapid games, I play more offensive. I play more active. This is really passive. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, you should play bishop e7. Should have played bishop e7 if the bishop was there. If the bishop was on g5, but honestly, what is the point of playing the bishop here now? Like, honestly, if they play queen e2 check, you can just block with bishop on e6 and there is no problem. So that was just a stupid move. What can I say? I need to get better, like pretty much at a mental level, because I have the skills. Because I'm a lot aggravated on rapid, and I actually played. I actually beat a candidate master on classical 2, but it wasn't rated. So I mean, I just have to have more experience probably. So bishop e7, I mean, it doesn't lose this now, and he plays bishop e2, which, as you can see, is making the same mistake I did. Like, I mean, if he plays bishop there, I play c6, so logically he didn't, because if he goes there, the bishop gets grabbed. But I don't know, maybe this is a logical move too. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, because, I mean, maybe the best move was d4 and then play bishop on d3. Probably this would be better. During this analysis, I only switch on the computer when I want to see the evaluation bar. But is a training for me. It's also a training for me now. I don't want to use the computer a lot. So bishop e2, which is logical. Black is slightly better because I have more space. That's the only reason. I castle, which is hopefully the best move. The castle, logical, and here I played bishop on d6, which is so stupid. Like, why did I play the bishop on e7 to play bishop on d6 then? What? I mean, I should develop pieces because we are in the opening, and the opening is pretty much a race for who develops first. So I should have developed the bishop, or played a move like c5. Why not? But I played bishop on d6, so I basically lost a time for no reason at all. In fact, in the master database, no one have played this move at all. What a surprise. It's stupid. For example, in a rapid game, I wouldn't have played this move. So that's the weird thing. I think more than the play was. So he plays knight on e5, which is an inaccuracy, because I can actually play c5, and if I play c5, he has difficulties playing d4. So this move didn't really make a lot of sense. You should have played d4 probably, or developed the knight somewhere. So yeah. And I played this move. I mean, it's logical. I could have played c5 too. Maybe c5 was better. He played this, which is a weakening move that doesn't really make a lot of sense, honestly. Because when I move this pawn on c5, on c5, for example, I can then put the queen on b6, which I actually saw, and he actually is in double. So again, he should have played a move like d4 probably. So now I play c5, which should be the best move. And he played bishop on b5. If I play knight on d7, like, can you play everything actually? I don't think so. I mean, he has this move, but then I can put the king on h8 and start an attack. Maybe I was scared of that. Like, what is the best move according to the computer? Because I moved the rook, but I don't know. Rook e7 is the best. I moved the rook on e6. Why? I can't actually explain why. Why? The reason is that I'm playing classical and I play like a planton. The fuck? Okay. So he plays d4, which, I mean, is good, but I think he missed my next move. I played. Wait, why is he not good at it? Why? Why? Okay, tell me how. c4? Yo. c4? Is that the pushes? Taking the pushes? No, it's bishop takes. Try to move the rook there. Does he check? And what? King h1 and it's +2. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. What if I play this? Yeah, d5, then I play this. What? Bishop e2. Okay, I'm going to turn off the computer. I'm going to turn off the I don't want. I don't actually want to listen to this. It's a logical move. It makes sense because the pawn is pinned. I mean, if you take, you lose, because if you take, there is jack and you lose a piece. So you can't even take, so I thought it was a logical move. So he played this because of that, which is a blunder, because, well, first of all, can I take? Or did I play it? So, maybe he's not taking, maybe he's playing knight c6, which I think I actually played it. Because if I take, he takes, and where is my advantage now? The button is like that because I turned off the computer. I mean, I'm losing some advantage in this. So I played knight c6, in fact, and now the pawn is hanging. And if he plays a move like this, I mean, this should be a weakness forever. No, it's not a weakness forever. It's that he loses a pawn. So, right. So he plays this, which I mean, I can move the rook, and this is more of a liability. I think that a good pawn, because yeah, I mean, you have some space, but this pawn is a target now, so it didn't really make a lot of sense in my opinion. So I just moved the rook, and now he takes, because otherwise he's going to lose everything. It's minus 3. It's minus 3.2. I take. So if he takes now, I mean, he's in a lot of trouble. I can play this. Can I sack something? Probably not. But I mean, there is this. King move, knight there. I mean, he's lost. He's completely lost, so he can't take the pawn. So he moves the king, which is a logical move. I mean, why not? So now, if I take, I could take, but then then the bishop take the knight. So I didn't really like that. So now I played knight on e4, which I think is quite a logical move. So the computer is suggesting to play c4. Computer says, don't even think about the pawn and sack this pawn. Ah, no. You're not sacking the pawn because the bishop is hanging? Dumb. This made sense. Is minus 2, Not... This made sense. Because I'm controlling... I mean, this knight is really powerful. Now I can win the pawn. So I did. There is nothing wrong with that. Computer, shut up. I didn't take with the pawn because this pawn was hanging. I take with the rook. Also the rook is strong. And if he plays a move like this, I can play rook there. So this is not a problem at all. And if he plays a move like this, the pawn is not hanging. So I'm not losing the pawn. I actually calculated this because, you know, sometimes when I calculate in classical, I calculate something decent. It appears to be. I take. And then he plays this move, which... What was that? I was like, what the fuck was that? you are avoiding to get back rank, checkmated. But I'm not going to do that. Like, first I need to develop this bishop, then put the rook there, and I mean, you're not going to get checkmated. So you're just weakening this diagonal a lot, because then I can put the bishop on b7 and you're losing, really losing. So he played this move and now it's -4. So I played c5 is logical. Why not? Next move is going to put the bishop there, and I believe fine. He plays this, which is interesting, but I think kinda slow. So playing this move, the bishop is not a target anymore. Like, if he didn't play that, like, let's say something like that, he can't take there because he loses a piece. But he can't even take there because he loses the bishop. So he moves the bishop out of the way. It's kind of logical. I mean, it's slow. It's a slow move. It's also blocking the rook. It's -5. And I play bishop on b7, which is good. I mean, there is a beautiful diagonal there. This bishop may be powerful. So he plays bishop on d3, which is inaccurate. Why? Because I could have played a move that I didn't play, which is to sack the rook. I thought a lot about sacking the rook, and I wasn't sure, but I mean, let's say I play this. He takes, I takes, he take, like, you are getting... It's -10. Why it's -10? Let's think about it for a second. Can I play this? Yeah, I can. Because if he takes with the pawn of the queen, I have this. Yeah, he can play this, but I take with check and got lost. So yeah, I should have played that. I didn't play that because I'm stupid. That's the only reason. I had time to think about that. I spent time to think about that, and I didn't play it, which is really annoying, honestly, because it's move I will see every day on every game. So what can I say? The fact is that I was winning against a player who was a lot higher rated than me, and this made me really nervous. And when I'm nervous, I play like this. Yeah, I have a lot to improve. It's still, I mean, this was -0.8. No, -8. This was almost -6. So it's decent, but I couldn't win really easily there. So yeah, I play this move, like, I'm not really scared about that. I can play g6 and I'm okay. You also play this move and your bishop is doing anything there. You're not going to checkmate me because you have a bishop on h6. Let's say there was a queen on h6, okay, and that actually does something, but I'm not even going to get checkmated, actually. Checkmated. And yeah, I played this move, which does indeed make sense. I have to say, this is a good move. You can take because I take with check and loses. So he moved the bishop out of the way, and here I should have won quite easily. Like, I should have played this, I'm sure. calculate that, is -7. Like, what are you going to do? You take with no, with the bishop, you take with the pawn, I play this, and that's it. Look at my pieces. They're so strong. There actually is rook takes on e2. Queen takes? What? cxt? Queen takes? And? Like this? No? Queen c6? Oh! This, yeah. This is bad news. Yeah. I thought about that move and I didn't play it. I played this instead, which I mean, it's logical. I'm planning to play d3, but I had something stronger. It's still -5. So, yeah, bishop there. Now I think I can still play it. But I decided to take a pawn. And here I blundered so bad. You saw the bar doing this. There is a reason. Because you can take this pawn. And I was like, okay, I can take this pawn. And I'm up 2 pawns. It's great, no? And if he plays, look there, I'm fine. Because I play this, it's check. He takes with the rook. I move the queen and I'm up 2 pieces. Which I blundered was that he don't have to take with the rook. He can take with the queen. And I can move the queen whenever I want, but I lose the bishop. And it's not only that I lose the bishop, as you can see, it's +5.5. Because when I move the queen, I mean, I have to move the queen. Move the queen there. He's threatening checkmate. And I can't stop that. I have to take the queen, otherwise I'm getting checkmate. So I took the queen and, I mean, I was so mad at myself. Like, so mad. I knew I was winning so much and I do it. I was really mad. And when I'm mad, I play worse. I mean, I played really bad. I cannot really play worse than that. So he takes. I mean, yeah, I played this move because I don't want a rook infiltration. Like, I have maybe a chance if I can trade one of this pawn for this pawn. Maybe I have a chance to draw this somehow. Like, I mean, I'm up 2 pawns, but they are not defendable. That's the point. That's why it's +5. Like, when I blunder, it's not that I blunder like I lose my advantage. I blunder like I lose. I lose. There is nothing I can do about it. So, yeah, play this, I defend this, play this. Now, I can't defend the pawn, because if I play a move like c3, he can sack the rook. Because if I take, it's checkmate. So it's not totally sack. Also, he can actually take this pawn because it's checkmate. So now I played a brilliant move. I played this and I resigned. Because at the moment I played this, I saw bishop on g5, which loses equality, and I'm down a rook against a 1700. And I think he can beat me if I'm down a rook. So, what can I say, guys? this was kind of a good game, because I mean, for all the game I'm destroying. I mean, I am destroying a 1700. So when I say I can be at that level, or I get, is not that I'm overestimating myself, is like that. But when I get nervous, I really play so bad. It is something that I really have to improve. And after the game, this guy, which was a really nice guy, he told me, he asked me, because he didn't know how much I was rated. Are you 1800? And I say, no, I'm 1500. And he says, oh, because you were one of my toughest opponent. He said that you played so well, you anticipated every move, and I mean, you played well, you're good. And I was like, man, I do it so bad and so mad. I mean, yeah. And this is the game of today. I played better in the next game, because at least when I play bad, the day after I mad, but in a positive way. That I play better. Yeah. But as you can see, the opening worked really well for me. I didn't know the theory, but I played well. Even though I played some stupid move like bishop on e7 on the start, I played pretty well, and I missed the lot of winning opportunities actually. So as you can see, I still have a lot to improve, but I really determined. When we're talking about chess, I want to improve. So actually, I played a tournament some week ago. It was a rapid tournament, and I beat a 2000 players. So at rapid, at least I'm getting better. But I think that a loss is kind of a bad thing, but it's also a really good thing, because you learn something. And I think I'm kind of improving with the nerves, and getting better at that. And with the time, maybe I will get some rating points for that. So that's it for today, guys. Stay tuned and see you to the next video.